You're going to judge me, but it's fine. I'm used to that.
Always. Welcome to 5-3 Podcast. I'm Doria, joined by my former coworker turned co-host, Brittany.
Hi.
Hey, Brittany. I feel like it's been a while since we podcasted, even though it was a week break. Feels like
it's been like a week and a half because it's a Friday.
Oh, yeah. Normally we record on Wednesday. So, yeah, that's why I feel so long. Okay. Well, I feel like, of course I missed you. I mean, then again, I talk to you every day. But like, yes, I missed you. I missed recording with you, okay? So needy.
You know what's funny, though?
What?
I realized this the other day.
Yeah.
Like, we talk constantly. Like,
right.
I'm sure people have probably figured out, like, we're in constant communication. But we send voice notes back and forth all day. We do some crazy things where we coordinate in real time via voice notes. Why have we never just called each other?
Okay, so I had that thought mid-voice note, I think the other night, late at night, and I was like, why are we sending voice notes back and forth instead of hopping on a call? Because this is some dumb fuckery. But at the time, it made sense. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Next time, I'll just call you or you call me. It'll make a lot more sense.
I was cracking up.
Tonight.
Oh, yeah. Okay, tonight makes sense. We'll explain why eventually.
We'll explain why. Yeah. So let's just dive into today. I feel like the anticipation of this specific episode is so perfect because this is probably going to be the most unhinged episode we've done to date. And I think it will only get better from here. But we kind of teased it a little bit. I don't even think we knew. We manifested this. So we previously talked about some micro and viral trends, right? One being Labubus. And since then, Brittany and I have kind of talked about this concept of these tiny little micro trends or these viral trends. Also, the lipstick effect has been everywhere, right? And for people who don't know, the lipstick effect is when affordable luxury, which sounds like such an oxymoron, the sales go up as a result of a potential economic downturn or recession. So essentially, instead of buying a new car, people are like, oh, well, I'm not going to spend, $40,000 on a car. I'm going to go buy like this $45 lipstick, this $25 lipstick, because it's like, wow, look at all this savings. It's like when people talk about girl math, boy math, like it's recession math, right? You're still spending money. But one of the things that's come out of this has been all of these viral and micro trends. The Trader Joe's mini canvas bag, I think, is what you and I kind of first started really diving into. We're like, these bags are adorable, the Easter ones, the pastel ones, right? But then we're like...
Oh, but these started even before with the blue, yellow, red, the original series.
I don't feel like they were... I feel like they were hot, but I feel like these Easter ones were bananas.
Interesting.
And you and I really started talking about it a lot. I mean, we also coordinated, like, grabbing them. And then it somehow transitioned, and I don't even know how, into Labubus. And we were like, should we dive in? Should we dive into this weird pool that everyone else seems to be swimming in? The answer was yes, we did.
Absolutely.
And I think what's funny is that you and I didn't just treat it like, oh, we're kind of curious. It was like, we're going to learn. We're going to win. We're going to report back. We are investigative journalists at this point entering this world. Did you see us going this deep?
If I'm being very honest, yeah. Doria, there was never a world in which we start something and we don't fully jump in. There's no like, we got this one. It's cute. Yeah. We're very similar. Once we start something, we have to finish it. We have to continue the journey. And the harder that journey is, I like to think we're determined.
We are.
A little stubborn. But we also win when we actually want to. Like, I've had to clarify that point with my therapist where she's like, you're competitive. I'm like, when I want to be. When I care,
right?
I have to do it. Exactly. I have to protect my energy. I can't want I want most things, let's be real. But not everything's as valuable.
Right.
These
I agree.
guys.
You know what just kept going through my mind as we're going through this? The phrase, is there anybody going to match my freak? Because I don't know if anybody else could have matched our pace and determination and the quickness with which we dove in, learned about it, learned how to actually acquire them, and then kind of took it a step further and a step further. So
I was talking to a friend yesterday and we were talking about him. He was like, I'm having a hard time getting one. I'm like, oh, let me know. I can try and help.
Sure.
I was like, I think I don't want to say how many I have. I feel terrible at this point.
We won't disclose yet.
a decent amount of Labubus, and I'm not like a crazy reseller. It's just the odds of getting dupes. Like, we'll get into the Labubu science and chances eventually. But he was like, "Oh, when did you start collecting them?" I was like, "Last Wednesday, a week ago."
For being generous, almost 9 days.
Yeah, like, it's fine. Like, I've got a full set. Got to see like all these things potentially in my possession. Or soon to be. They're kind of on a vacation in China right now. It seems.
Right. Well, they're taking a little trip around the world in many, many days. So, okay, now that we have experienced this to some degree, do you understand why they went viral?
No. I think if anything, it's very much so like supply and demand, and they constrain supply and they make it very difficult to get them. So then you have the status piece. It's very similar to the purse game, where if you want an Hermes Birkin, you got to build that profile. It is not something you just get. And if you want to just get it, you're going to spend a lot more money on it. But this is $20. So it's significantly cheaper, but it's just that I can't have it. So I didn't care. Like, I'd heard it. We talked about these things for weeks.
We talked about them.
I don't care about them. But I checked on a Wednesday night just to kind of understand if I should buy one because they're $20.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get one.
Yeah.
And I don't like being told no when it comes to certain things. I'm like, but I want this. I need to understand the why. And then I went down a spiral.
Yeah, we went through the looking glass and down the rabbit hole for sure. I agree with you. I don't personally think that in and of itself, a Labubu is necessarily viral worthy. I understand. So Brittany and I are both collectors of different things, right? And I think that's part of what this tapped into was our collector mentality. And we're not new collectors. We're like longtime collectors. Yeah. But I've collected other blind boxes and other figures. I actually don't really like a lot of vinyl figures. I don't do a lot of that. But there are things that I do collect. And Labubu was just never on my radar. I was like, yeah, I get it. I understand. So I also understand that the artist who created them mixed and blended his cultural background and also like, I believe it's like Scandinavian culture. So that's why these are elves, right? Because elves are very big in different countries. And
I don't see it.
They reminded me of, so if you've ever seen like an Asian demon in different countries, like they have a very specific look. Yeah. I actually thought that's what these were. That. And demons aren't always bad. They can be playful. They can be, there you go. A little sneak peek of one for those who are watching. They can be kind of like ugly cute. And so I thought these were just straight demons. And I was good with it. I'm like, that makes sense. Yeah. So the fact that they're elves kind of actually makes sense now, understanding where his inspiration came from. But I agree with you. It is the supply and the demand of it all. It is the flash sale element of it all. It is the collector element of it all. It's a lot. I also think it's so funny that this is actually not brand new. The Labubus have been around for a hot minute, but the US is just catching up. Yeah.
I was watching a video on Instagram because I watch my TikToks on Instagram like a real adult.
Yeah, absolutely. Like anybody over the age of 30 something.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody was saying if you want a Labubu, go to Singapore. Like the trend has died out because Pop Mart has every single one you could want, basically. And somebody, like the top comment that was like, oh, we're not over Labubu. We just already have those. We started this trend like 3 years ago. We're good. We're just waiting to get the newest ones.
100%. They're tapped out of those.
Makes sense.
It does. It does. I will say, I understand at the price point why it is a stretch, but also attainable, right? Like one may or may not be a bit of a stretch for someone, but it's potentially doable, especially, and I hate to say this, but with all the options to finance, I do feel like it actually makes it even more accessible. And so that's dangerous. I don't know. Do they do? Yeah, they do. Like they tap into different. Yeah. So you can pick like PayPal financing options. I know that. I don't know if they do other things too. I think that's a slippery slope, but
that is, Although I can see people doing it and justifying it by saying, I'll just resell all of these and continue that cycle. But I feel like at some point you go too far down that rabbit hole.
I also didn't know that the reseller market was as bad as it was. Like, I knew getting them was hard. I did not know that people were using bots to acquire them and then mass resell. That to me is wild. And Pop Mart, if you're listening, there are plenty of other brands that actually curb that with a number of different measures. And I do not feel you are taking some of them. So maybe think about it.
You know what kills me a little bit? Like, I can fix these issues. Like, I can tell them exactly what to do to fix these issues. Like, from both a fraud and integrity side. Like, that's what I do for work. I also have friends that build bots. And bots are incredibly hard to detect. But I think what kills me is, as a real person, and I think you've gotten this too, I get an error saying you're moving too fast. And I'm like, I'm hitting refresh like a normal person. I am scrolling like a normal person. And you're restricting me. I'm like, oh, no. You are tracking the wrong behaviors. I can go down a very nerdy rabbit hole with that, but they make it easy for these bots and resellers, and part of me almost wonders if it's intentional, because that continues to drive up the demand.
Oh, absolutely. 100%, because it's like, okay, let's be serious. Some of these go for $30 to $80 for one if it's unopened, right? And you're like, wow, 30, like, no, that's no longer affordable luxury. That's like actually kind of crossing that line to almost luxury. So you're like, wow, I'm really going to get it on this website. Well, in order to do that, you got to keep coming back. And they are masters in multi-channel selling, because not only do they sell on their website through like a regular purchase, which is literally never available for the hot items. They do Pop Now, which go down that rabbit hole sometime if you're curious. We'll talk about that actually in a minute, because I have some footage about how much it glitches. But then they also sell on Amazon. They sell on, I believe, AliExpress, and they sell through TikTok channels. So they are literally actually inundating the market with this limited supply, but so many channels through which you can go through. It's like, it's chaotic. It's chaotic.
They're cute.
They are cute. I understand it. As soon as we started getting them, I started thinking about the people that I could like gift to, right? Like, oh, well, this person needs ones, and that's I know you want to keep yours. Very okay. This is where we diverge. Your first one was which? Did you do Pop Now, right?
No, I did pick up in store. That was
that's right. Okay.
Set.
Listen, it's been a blur of 9 days. Okay. So let's talk about the store pickup situation, because that's actually probably the hardest way to get them in some ways.
So this was this beautiful box of itty bitties. The other half are with Doria. This was the easiest for me to get out of everything I've gotten so far. I mean, up until recently with everything.
Because you have a brick and mortar store near you. And I think there's only 20-something. Yeah. And there's only 20-something brick and mortar stores right now in the U.S. They have not prioritized New England at all. They've got one in New England so far, another one coming. Not in Massachusetts, which, okay. But you were able to get one. Like, you got it.
So I got that because I was on the site waiting for the 7 p.m. drop for the new line, and saw that these were there, got a full set, and then wasn't sure if we needed have a seat. So I got 2 have a seats. I regret not getting the entire case at this point now. But that is still why we have friendship Labubus.
We do have friendship Labubus. We have a lot of friendship Labubus at this point. So Brittany did the Lord's work, and she was able to snatch one of the boxes and then a couple of have-a-seats, and then we split them. So that was kind of our gateway, and you'll see people talk about this, right? Like, this was our gateway Labubu. And once we got them, it's like, oh wait, they're kind of attainable, right? But how attainable are they?
Exactly. But we love a good challenge. Like, we don't do easy work. We do difficult work for fun. We enjoy 100%. It. It's like a puzzle.
It's true. It is very much a puzzle. Like, we studied, we were researching, we researched the backgrounds, we researched the techniques people use to get them. It was a wild, wild time. So I have not unboxed a single one either yet.
I don't know.
Let's talk about this.
So I could not wait. So I picked up the set of 6 and the 2 have-a-seats. I knew I was mailing half to Doria, and the plan was we were going to open all of them together simultaneously. And I was like, I can't wait. I can't do it. So I got permission from Doria to open one. I was like, cute. It's great. Love it. Over the last 48 hours, 72 hours, our plans have changed. And as soon as I got approval, I opened my other 2. And I'm like, great. I have more on the way. I couldn't hold off. Like, I did the process. I recorded it. The little bags are crinkly. It's like It's wonderful.
Scratches all your itches.
Oh my God, yeah. And then to not open this one, I'm like, it's fine. I am clawing at my eyes. Yeah. And I just...
Now, the irony is I don't have the instant gratification itch for stuff like that. I actually, and Brittany, I've talked about this. Part of this is cultural. So that idea of delayed gratification and anticipation and really savoring that moment is definitely inherently cultural for me. So Brittany died when she found out the other night. Not only had I not even like attempted to figure out what these were or open them, I didn't even open the shipping box she sent to me. Like it was fully taped as it was when it was dropped off by US. No, like I'm gonna do it all at once because it's
but
special.
You didn't want to inspect the boxes, like make sure I'm not sending you Lafufus. I mean, I technically did send you.
I mean, yes, we have Lafufus too, which we will also talk about. But no, I mean, one, I trust you. But even if I didn't, like that wouldn't have even been a factor. I would have waited. I told Brittany, and she nearly died, I could wait until Christmas to open these things, and I would be at peace with that. It's just how I roll.
I need to see them. They need to know they're loved. They're trapped.
Are they? Or are they just resting? Are they at peace? Because you know what? Once they come out of that box, they could get dirty, and then my mind goes down a whole spiral.
You can get the little plastic cases for them.
So they look like astronauts? That's what I see every time I see. So that's another thing. We didn't just dive into Labubus. We dove head first into accessories for Labubus as well. Ooh. So, and then of course there's Lafufus, which Brittany, what's a Lafufu?
So a Lafufu is my new favorite thing. It is a knockoff Labubu that you get. Unless you're me, then you pay $3 under retail. So you save $3 to buy a fake. But they're quirky. They have very similar boxes, but are also clearly very different in color and some like design elements. But I am some of these look absolutely terrifying. If you run through like TikTok or Instagram, some of these things look like they're possessed devil things
for sure
that will like curse 10 generations of your family. Yes. Some of them are just kind of flat. But I will say, so I went to the swap meet to buy these. I was really excited. I knew they would have them. Like I grew up going to the swap meet. I know what they have. And I'm pretty sure the girl thought I was under the impression I was buying a real one. And I think she assumed that if she charged me close to the real amount, I'd just be duped. Because as soon as I paid her and took them, she was like, It's like, what is that smirk? I know they're fake.
My gosh.
But I didn't want to be rude and be like, I know this is fake. You know what? I take it back. Give me my money back. I want 2 for $30.
This is, that's also where you and I like, no, when it comes to money and bargaining and deals, like I will call you out on the fact that it's fake. I will 100% tell you what I'm willing to spend and what I'll walk away with. Like, nope. That Asian bargaining gene gets real strong real quick.
Is your box for your Lafufu like exponentially lighter?
Okay.
Than your
so
real
I have,
Labubu?
Unlike Brittany, I've not been playing with these for like a last week. It is definitely lighter. Okay, so for people who aren't watching, you should probably watch this so you can really see what we're talking about. But I will say they're roughly the same size, right? Yeah. Definitely. I mean, my colors, Brittany knows this, are like super off. Like this is real, this is not, right? And I will say one is very light compared to the others. Also, the top has like the zipper all the way across for the Lafufu, not for the Labubu. Obviously, the Labubu also comes with the Labubu comes with the pop mark tape on it to show that it's real. There isn't even like the holographic on the back is a big thing. There's none on the Lafufu on this one. There's design differences. Like this one has a star, this one does not. Like up in here, so you know there's differences. But
I love that I got these, like, the Lafufus from the same vendor, but our 2 boxes are so different.
Listen, the swap meet quality control is not up to par, clearly. So I think what we should do is you know what else? This one has an importer distributor, like, sticker on it. Lafufu does not. There's some differences. Let's open our habit seats together.
Oh my God. I just realized,
yes.
Is your QQ green on your Lafufu and it's blue?
Okay, so my QQ is like teal. And my ZZN Hee are like almost the same color but slightly different shades. Like one is like light cyan and one is like darker cyan.
Like,
yeah,
let's see if we could like. This is straight up green, and that is like blue.
No, mine is like. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But the real deal looks like.
Oh my gosh.
So way better Dada quality. Like,
okay,
so
I love
better.
how Dada is like bright pink.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you can't really tell. But on my Lafufu, he's orange. Like,
so is mine.
So orange.
Mine. Okay. So why don't we open them one at a time? You can totally open yours first. Otherwise, it might be overwhelming with sound. So get ready for some Labubu ASMR. So first of all, how's that box feeling? Nice and sturdy? Good cardstock?
Good cardstock. Nice and thick. Good weight to it.
It does have good weight to it. I will agree. Yeah.
For the record, Doria hates ASMR. So this is like...
I can't sit and listen to ASMR, but I will 100% do it for the people. Listen, if this gets me out of having to work in tech, like I will ASMR it up for you guys all the time. Let's do it.
All right, you ready?
Yes. Let's hear the zip. Ooh.
All right. Oh wait, what do I think it is? I should guess first.
Oh yeah, what do you think it is?
Okay. Oh wait.
Oh, there's also a card inside. For those who don't know, they're in a bag, but there's a card inside that reveals what it is. And so if you see the card accidentally or on purpose, you'll obviously know what's in the bag. So
I'm gonna close my eyes.
That. Love that.
Okay. I'm hoping for Baba.
Okay, which is the one that I hated.
Yeah. Dada is cute.
Okay.
Dada, whatever. I like the pink. Looks kind of... Oh, it has heart eyes. I like that one's really cute. And Hee. I do not want CC. QQ is fine. And ZZ just looks... Oh, you know what? I have ZZ's on the way. Anyway. From something else. But
okay. So you're hoping for Dada or Baba. Or the secret, which is the darker brown. The coconut one. Or
would love a
coconut.
Secret.
Chestnut one. There we go. Secret.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do this.
See what you get.
Open it. There we go.
Okay.
I'm not going to look for the card.
Okay.
Oh, this bag is different.
Okay. Let's see the bag.
So, have a seat. Hotmart logo.
They're very crunchy bags. I will say they are made for ASMR. Like, I feel like they actually designed these specifically to be shared virally because the zip of the box, the crunch of the bag, everything.
It's like...
like a really thick chipped bag.
Yeah. I've saved my bags for my have a seat or my macarons.
A lot of people do save it. I save packaging for something. A lot of people save it for this.
Okay,
right,
you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, I got this on camera.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Oh,
which one is that?
It is... Who are you?
Is that Cece?
I got Cece.
You guys, wait, what color is Cece to you? Because on camera it skews as like almost a French vanilla.
So she is like a very light peach. She's also not as fluffy as macaron.
That's my understanding.
Soybean
is
fluffy.
Longer. Yeah, on the macarons.
Okay. Oh, this one's not as soft. I mean, I guess it's soft, but it's not like...
Yeah. People say the macaron quality is like one of the best.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. They definitely mixed it up with this one.
Okay. Cute. What about its little feet? Are its feet on right? Head?
Feet look good. Head? I've seen people swivel them. I guess it kind of swivel. Oh, I don't want to break your neck though, my friend. Okay, ears look good. Hands are tiny. Are they smaller? Oh, yeah.
It looks a little smaller overall, right?
Yeah. Slightly. Oh, yeah. Because the like side by side, because this one's sitting down.
Sitting down.
Head's about the same size. The ring.
Are its arms posable?
They are joined. They definitely have a skeleton in there because if I move this one up, that other one moves. So I don't want to
Okay. How do you feel about? Ooh, show the card. How do you feel about your CC? Is it cute? Do you like it? Buyer's remorse.
It's not what I was anticipating. These cards are different. So
yes.
These are cute because I like these cards better than the macarons. So in comparison, since I've opened my macarons for myself, first the bag is very different. So the bag for macaron is bigger, obviously, because the taller.
Makes sense.
But even just the colors and
stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah.
But the macaron card is just like solid cardstock. Whereas have a seat is this like nice translucent situation.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is this one has a little hole in the top so you can hang it from something. I don't know what
I mean, wouldn't you need to like cover it with something in order to not let it get ruined over time? I don't know.
I don't know. So I guess I have Cece. Oh, she looks like a creamsicle. I will not speak ill of my Labubu.
Yeah, it'll come to life in the middle of the night and be your sleep paralysis demon.
Oh.
That's what I've heard. Word on the street.
I'm not going to put this away because it's going to be too crinkly for you. I'm going to just live in my mess.
Okay, live in your mess. Somehow you'll survive. All right, so this is mine. I do have a little dent on the top, which I think USPS might have done that, actually. What do I want? Okay, so the irony is you and I, for the most part, like different colors, which is really funny. Yep. Neither of us were hoping for CC. I actually want Hee ZZ, or QQ, or The Secret, right? We'll see. All right, let's try this. If I cut myself, so Brittany and I cut myself really easily. My skin is so delicate that I literally cut myself opening the box from her, not just once, but 3 times. So, and I do it on paper, cardboard, whatever. So if I cut myself, it was all for the good of the Labubu. So let's see if I can do this in camera without knocking over my mic. Get it close to my mic.
Ooh, that was
a good one. Okay, good.
That was good.
This is all for you, Brittany, at the end of the day.
You
and the other ASMR lovers. I will say, it is a nice box. Like, this is a substantial box. Mm-hmm. I do like when the packaging matches the quality of the product. If you're spending $21.99, which is what these are, you should be getting a decent experience from beginning to end, right?
I agree. And you know who that's a very Shark Tank thing to say. Like, I love Shark Tank. But Lori Grenier, I adore her, but her big thing is you want your packaging to represent your product because that's what you're picking up. That's what you're feeling. Like, that is your first impression.
Very tactile. Well, so I worked in the marketing creative side. I did a lot of branding for a very long time. So this was actually my bread and butter and focus for a long time. So I always look at that and I'm like, I've done stories where I've talked about packaging differences between dupes that get sold by one place versus not. Anyway, all right, let's open this up. All right, let's see. Okay. I don't want to see the card. Hopefully it doesn't like fall. I've seen some people try to do this and it like falls out. Okay, I got it without it. All right, let's see. Okay, the packaging is cute. It's like a $21.99 McDonald's Happy Meal toy. I'm reliving my childhood. Okay, so it has all the characters on it. It's cute. It's definitely got the aesthetic of the Have-A-Seats. If I feel it, can I feel its face enough to know what it is? Okay, mine has brows. So if mine has brows,
that means they all have brows.
Oh, well, that ruins it for me. Okay. It's got some substantial brows. So I'm going to say maybe mine is ZZ or QQ. If it's Dada or Baba, I swear to goodness. Okay. All right.
I'm going to be so upset if it's either
of those. If I can open this on camera in such a way that I don't see it first.
Okay.
Wait,
which one did you say you wanted? What color?
Okay, let me look at the box. I want Hee ZZ or QQ.
Okay.
Don't ruin it for me, Brittany.
I'm not. I'm just prepping myself mentally.
Cute. Okay, so
that's
this
adorable.
Is the mint.
I think that's QQ,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, if I look at my Lafufu box, it matches it better.
Okay, so the irony is this is actually a color that I like. It's cute. I think it's cute. Let me look at it.
Adorable. I like that one. I like yours more than mine. Ugh, now I need Have-A-Seats.
Listen, there's another way to get it. Okay, so I will say, I'm looking at quality right now. I'm probably really close to my mic. So I'm looking at the quality, and I do have a little imperfection on one of the ears. So for folks who can see it right here, there's a little thread that's out of place, okay? Which isn't the end of the world, but for someone like me who's got a little bit of OCD, not a little bit, who's got OCD compulsions, I will never forget that.
I also have a tiny thread hanging out of his.
Okay, you do too.
Little bottom.
Let's see. Hair is good. It's pretty soft. One of his feet, maybe this is all of them, but one of his feet is slightly like in, whereas the other one is slightly out.
Oh, you can twist them.
Oh,
those are twistable.
Oh, thank God you told me that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fixed. It's fixed. Crisis averted. Okay. His head, let's see. His head. Oh, yeah, I see the resistance you're talking about where you don't want to break him. I'm going to break him. If it breaks, so be it. He's good. No, it's good. It's good. I could like 360 him.
He's good. Oh my God. Okay, Exorcist.
He's good.
Look away.
I mean, this is pretty cute.
I won't do that to you.
His
Sorry,
eyes
I have to
are
mine.
cute. I will say, like, I actually appreciate
that
lashes. It's got some eyes. It's got some lashes. It's a little crazy looking. I think the macarons are a little bit more refined looking, but I like yours. Okay, well, you need to get the rest then. Okay, I kind of want ZZ and I kind of want Hee.
This is how it starts. We're just like, we just want one. We just wanted one. We just wanted to split a set.
To see how it feels.
We don't care about the others. And then once you have them, you're like, oh, but now it needs a friend. It's incomplete. You know what? Like, what am I doing?
You know what's nice? I like the size because it's a decent size, right? Like it's not. I'm trying to think. Okay, you know what? For my Asian followers out there, Mofusan. Okay, Mofusan.
Who is that little cute nugget?
You and I'll talk about this later because this is next. Mofusan is fabulous. Has not caught on here as much as other things. This is a Japanese character. This was a recent release. Also a bag charm. Also has really nice hardware, I will say. Okay, similar size for those who know to the Mofusans that are dressed like characters that are meant to be bag charms that are sitting down. I would say the quality is pretty good. That does feel. Is that a metal? It feels like a metal ring, right?
I think it's metal.
It feels like metal hardware. Okay. So what would you... Oh, it's got blush. Okay. That's leg's a little weird. One leg is a little chubby. What would you give this like...
shame your Labubu.
It's like its leg is a little... I know there's a lot of like angst about the tags on these. So these are like almost like a woven plastic. And the new ones are, I believe, either similar or straight plastic, whereas the macarons... Is your macaron fabric?
No.
Okay, it's similar. It's this woven plastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so my understanding is the old ones used to have a fabric instead of this woven. And maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's what someone said. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, listen, it's cute. It was a reasonable price. I got a color that I like, which, I actually have serious aversions to certain colors.
To be fair, you lucked out with, like, the universe had to balance it out for you because I feel like you've gone through, like, hoops and all of these crazy things because I managed between these halves and then doing the individual pop nows to get a full set -1, which is one you have multiple dupes that you would order, right?
Yeah, the universe was like, throw you a bone. This, okay, one thing I do wonder, like looking at this ribbon that they used to hold this on, I don't know how people are not losing their Labubus because I feel like this would snap. Okay.
100%. That's why
I would reinforce that.
There's that video with the girl just like wrapping around those little plastic coils so it doesn't open. And then the people are buying those little cases. Yeah. Because there's also a little beaded thing it can go through because people being people, are snipping the cloth to snake your Labubu.
Of course they are. Can I say, okay, what I would do if you really want to go crazy? I have brass key rings because I have issues and I prefer it over. Yes, I do. You could replace this if you wanted to with a brass key ring, and I think that would elevate it. Just saying.
Be cute.
It would be cute. Okay. What would you give this out of 10? 10 being like, oh my gosh.
Am I comparing it to a macaron?
Let's compare it to what's another accessory that's like very accessible but cute and like fun to for you. For me, it's the Mofusan. Mofusan is 10 out of 10.
Mofusan's adorable.
Mofusan. HBIC.
I don't know. I would like this is cute. I'd give it like a 7.
Okay.
I would give
a solid 7.
This little buddy's an 8.5. I think this like macaron is my boo. And it could also just be the fact that like her little eyes are closed. And I'm like, wake up.
I'm with you. I would say 7. I would say for the money, you are getting something substantial. Yeah, that's true. I would say it's cute. The colors are cute. Like this color's cute. Honestly, I can't really see your color as much on camera, but
it is.
I feel like it's not your color, right? Like
it's not. Like it's a very in the
same way Dada's not
peach.
Mine.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, what's coming for me. Or Baba. Baba's coming for me.
Baba's so cute because Baba goes with everything. Baba has a tan.
Baba, I'm not going to tell you what I think he looks like.
That'd be nice.
This is a good color, though. I do, oh gosh, darn it. I do want Hee and Zizi.
Here we go. It's time.
We'll report back as to whether or not
today.
We get them.
You know what? I can probably get them today, though, with the drop. If it's similar to last week, I can just get a case of them. And then, oh no, this is how it starts.
This is how it starts. This is how it starts. Okay.
This is how it started last week. It's just, because I was on the drop site early, saw them, they dropped early, got them, but I just, oh my God, it's so cute.
It is. Okay, I will say in person, for those who are, it's more of a pistachio, which one of my favorite color greens. I'm a green, blue, and pastel other color. I hate yellow. I do not like yellow.
Try though? If I do get another set, like I want Baba. I think Baba's adorable, and I need Dada, whatever your name is. But this light trick around being able to figure out what they are.
Oh yeah, we didn't try. You don't have any more boxes left, right?
No, but if I just close this, I can just shove it back in here.
Oh, you know what? My card was like stuck to the side. Thank goodness it didn't fall out. So this is what my card looks like. It's very cute. It's cute. Would I put it on my bag? Would you put yours on your? Would you put any of these on a bag?
Absolutely.
Oh, I am so the opposite. That's why I have already had this. I don't want it getting dirty. Do you know the anxiety it gives me to think about how I will have to Brittany?
I mean,
OCD compulsions. Okay, I can trace everything that this thing will have touched, and I will feel the need to sanitize it, and its stuff will get ruined. I will try to break this compulsion. Maybe. We'll see. I'll report back eventually.
We'll get you the astronaut suit.
Honestly, it'd be the only way I could do it. And then I would feel really stupid.
Insane. Like,
yeah, no. Maybe with the lights totally off. This is cute. I feel like my niece would like this. And since my sister, I'm calling you out, never listens to the podcast, she'll never know that I said that.
Oh, I figured it out.
And I'll have to get it. Oh, you did? Okay.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Of course you are.
It doesn't actually work. I hate the internet.
Well, the internet lies. But it did not lie with us. Okay. We have to do the Lafufus. You, again, I'm more than happy to have you go first. I know you're dying of anticipation.
Okay. I think I'm going to open my box first.
Okay.
And then I think what we should do is you should open your box, and then we'll hold our bags, and then we'll open the bags
them together.
Yeah, because I think that's a very important reveal.
100%. Got to get the zip though.
Exactly.
Are you zipping from the narrow part or from the wide part?
The narrow part. That's like your little assistant.
Okay.
Because otherwise you have to
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I've opened 4 so far. I'm pretty experienced.
That's why I'm relying on your expertise. Listen, this is what you do, folks. You have the humility to ask for those who know better than you do.
This is true. Okay. Lafufu ASMR coming in hot.
Okay.
Am I doing that right? Okay. You ready for the rip?
Yep. Oh, okay. Lafufu already delivering. It did not zip. It's coming off in chunks. Why
oh my god!
There you go. That was good. That was solid. Okay, well, write that in there. If you're looking for that experience of the zip, you're not going to get it with the Lafufu. At least not with these.
I'm leaving it there. You're
all
up.
right. Let's see mine. So I will say, it is thinner. It's for sure thinner. Also, my top is you can't really see it as much, but it's off. It's not perfectly aligned. So there's that. Let's see if I can get a good zip. Let me try. Let's see. Okay, ready? I got 3 or 4 seconds. Hang on.
I like how even starting with the zip.
Again. I'm trying to do it close to my mic so that you can really... Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, so it took you what, 3?
It took me 3 segments. It took me
4.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, 5. I can't count.
All right. Mine came off literally, and every single one was a chunk of 4. So just so you know, again, you're not going to get that satisfying. That zip with that box. Oh, that is mint. I love that. All right. Okay, so let's try to take these out.
Oh my god. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like the colors.
Okay.
On this one. Better than the real one.
Let's compare the Yeah. Interesting.
They're very similar.
Yeah, they are very similar. Agreed. Mine are hang on, so you can see they're muted. This is the Lafufu, this is the Labubu. This is actually muted in comparison.
Yeah. Yeah, the real one is more muted.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like the Lafufu.
Their faces are super washed out too on the Lafufu. Oh, let's hear the crunch. So this is a have a seat. Okay. This is a Lafufu.
Very ruffled.
This is definitely McDonald's prize right here. That is the the weight. That is the what?
The seam on mine is the way it's sealed.
Okay.
Like, this one was clearly, like, perfectly sealed. You can see the top is, like, perfectly done for the Labubu. Like, beautiful heat seal.
Yeah.
This one is so, like, it starts here and then it just goes up to here.
Does mine even have a heat seal?
So
okay,
angled.
mine is fine, but did you notice? So I did not notice until just now. There's 4 speed holes on the Hava seat so it can breathe. There is one in the dead center of the Lafufu on mine.
I hope you're alive, buddy.
Okay. All right. Are we doing this?
My colors are totally different. This one is, I just realized it's purple.
Am I gonna get sick from the cancerous materials this is made out of? All right.
Okay, you ready? Close your eyes.
Close my eyes.
Open.
Okay.
My hand is in the bag.
Mine is too.
I just feel closed. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
What the fuck? What?
Are you ready for this?
Yes. Did you get the same one?
It's the same one.
Well, actually, now you can. What in the heck? I'm sorry if I'm hitting my mic. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
The eyes on yours looks insane. Oh my god, the foot is like...
It's like it wanted to do well, but it just could. Oh my god. Okay, all its feet and hands are like so loose, they just like spin.
So I have one hand that's like this and one hand that's like out. So like this hand is kind of here.
Oh my
but this one's like far to the sky.
Okay. Look at his head. It's like
mine looks like it's glued and there's like the fur. Can you even tell with this lighting? The fur is pressed down. So it's like super glued.
Mine has the funkiest hairline. Look at
Can we talk about what is this blush on mine?
I don't know. Oh my gosh. Girlfriend, like same though. Like where are you going with that makeup?
Where's my keyring?
Oh my god, this is so funny. Oh my gosh, why is this
my
so
keyring
funny?
is oxidized.
No, it's not.
Orange and rainbow.
Oh my god.
Okay, well hold up. They've got a better tag. It's fabric.
Mine is like that nylon fabric too. What the hell? Okay.
What if what if I try and like,
is it like
touch
fur?
Look.
Okay, it's a little uneven. Like
he's wider.
Okay, let's
look at his.
Oh yeah, like this one likes to eat.
Yours is so big. Oh my god! Look at the teeth. Compare your teeth. I saw someone do this earlier. They were counting the teeth. I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh, one of my teeth isn't even colored. Look at that. Look at that. Right there.
Oh, my teeth are not symmetrical. My teeth start way down here on this side and they end up here.
Oh yeah.
The ears are so tiny.
The friggin' feet are killing me. Look at this. Look at these ears. Look at these. Listen, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's almost so derpy that it's like, it's hilarious. Like,
it's so bad.
It's not cursed. It's like derpy cute.
Oh,
but bad. This is bad. Like, I'd be pissed if I thought this was real. Oh yeah. Like, I don't want to actually break this one. This is
God,
like,
why do I want more of these? Because they're so bad.
I mean, I kind of look at my head. Look at this head. It's like.
Your ears look normal. You can't I wish
they're
you
not
could see
normal
how
in
tiny
person. They're like
these are so small.
This one is fat. This one is. Look at the embroidery. Although I will say, not a single loose thread on my Lafufu.
I can't, look at the ear height.
Mm-hmm. Okay, is your stuffing my stuffing on my actual Have a Seat is pretty firm. This one
pretty firm.
is so loose.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know what happened to you. I don't know what you've been through, but you're home now.
Oh my god.
Okay, why?
Mine looks dirty.
Don't say
like,
that. You know I have issues.
No, it's not that it is dirty. I think it's just the color, because when they like clearly used an airbrush to like spray paint this on, you can see the splotches of red that just like went into the face.
Yep. My eyes are scratched up on my Lafufu. We will definitely do like a picture and a side by side so that you guys can see
little
this.
arm rotates. The hand rotates.
I can't, like, every foot, every hand, just like loose AF. This guy battled to get here. I don't even know.
His hand is falling out.
What?
You can see the
What
joint.
is this? What is this? Okay, also, it has, you know how you can shine a black light on this and it has the Labubu? Yeah. What is this?
Oh my god.
What is this acrylic silhouette?
Oh. Pop Mart.
Oh, we even got different Lafufus. What is it?
That is, yours looks more Lafufu. I mean, mine is a Lafufu for sure, but yours is like, I can't, his head's crooked. I just realized the red's uneven.
Yeah, he's kind of like, meh. What in the heck? What's the irony that I got the secret on the Lafufu?
I didn't even know they made secret Lafufu.
They put in some effort, because this biatch,
that is
like,
yours is kind of his face is uneven as shit, but he's cute.
I feel like, okay, you know what I'm going to say? If you can bargain for a Lafufu and it doesn't give you cancer and it's not dirty, and you want a child to have a Lafufu, a child that will not swallow things, because, you know, these feet and hands are coming right off, get this for like, if you can get this for $10, hell yeah. Look at this monster.
Realized
what?
My foot doesn't say Pop Mart. Is there a way to like get this closer?
I can't see it. It might come through.
Pob Mart. POB.
Wow. Okay, mine says Pop Mart. That I love more than anything. When they mess up on the names, that is a Lafufu for real. That is.
Oh my god, the tag.
Ooh.
Look at your like little tag. Does it say the monsters or does it say the Monsieur?
Mine says the monsters.
Mine doesn't. Mine says the monsters. Oh my god. There's an I, not a T.
I love that you got that.
Oh my god, and this one says poor. I'm sorry, poor Matt.
What the heck? Okay, mine says Pop Mart and the monsters. So wherever these are coming out of factory wise, they are all different, man.
Okay, this one I just realized poor mapped. But then the backside says the McQuansters with the Q.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? No, mine actually is accurate here. So it says Pop Mart and then the monsters.
Wow.
That is some quality.
I feel this is like ChatGPT wrote this for them to like make a label that's similar, which is like
design a label that looks just like this. Okay, you know what? These hands and feet are like shiny plastic, almost like OG Barbie before she got rubbery. Like, and they're not good hands. They also have seams on them. Whereas my actual Havaseat is like that nice matte.
Yeah, no, the Havaseat is great. This is rubbery plastic.
Here's my card. Now I need to.
Like, this feels like Barbie legs.
It didn't even come with a card. Oh, now I feel super cheated.
Oh, you're right.
Did you get a card?
No.
No. Okay. Well, Lafufu, how dare you?
I should go back to the store and be like, excuse me. What is this? Can I exchange this for another one?
You should. Be like, listen, my Asian friend said I'm not allowed to pay your retail, so give me 2 for $20. Because I know the quality you put out there. And I need more.
So cute though.
It is so ugly cute. Like this we need to, what we need to do as we dive into these viral trends, we need to start like the faux shelf of like all the fuck ups. This Lafufu
is my favorite Lafufu.
I mean, look at him. Let me fix him. Fix your feet, buddy. Like this is a quality good time. But if I paid $18 for it and I wasn't looking for a Lafufu, I would be pissed because heck no. Also, he doesn't really have legs. He's got like stumps.
Yeah. I think mine kind of has legs. Yeah, mine has legs.
What is this?
Yours
has like actual legs. Mine is just jacked up. But he's like super cute jacked up, but he's like jacked up. You know, like I would expect this to come out of like one of those American claw machines, you know?
Yeah, I can see that. This one is just so, I can't. Oh, bless their heart. I appreciate the Labubu quality though.
I know. Now that you have it, it's very obvious. This is a very interesting little side quest we've taken, which has now become like a main event.
But I love how we need more Lafufus. I'm like, I need one that's not this color. I need. Ooh, maybe I'll get a smacker on Lafufus this time.
Ooh, okay.
Or Lafufu V3.
Oh,
I'll see what our options are.
I will let you know too. So we've been on the hunt. We'll see what we can find. Okay. So that being said, this is V2, right?
Yeah.
The Have a Seat. Macron is V1. Big Into Energy is the one that just recently dropped. And it is hard to get a hold of. That one is impossible to get a hold of. Have they even done a non-Pop Now? I don't think they've done non-Pop Now, which is when you can just go in and buy it, right? When it's available. Pop Now, essentially, it'll show all the boxes. You can grab one or grab them all and potentially shake them if you want to. That's another thing. They're not like traditional blind boxes that I'm used to where you literally cannot know what it is ahead of time. They will actually let you spoil it for yourself on the website. They will give you clues or they'll let you unbox it after you buy. But I don't think they did Big Into Energy with the exception of they did one Pop Now, right?
I think so.
And they did one pickup in store. They're doing another one tonight, which will be in the past by the time this goes up. We are going to see if we have sharpened our skills, if we have trained enough for this moment to be able to do a Big in Energy score.
I just don't get how they have it in vet. Like, they know that their website is going to crash. Like, every Reddit thread, every TikTok is just like, it is truly a game of chance. And I do not like a game of chance. I like a game that requires strategy and skill. I don't like luck. No. Anything that makes sense.
We're also against bots, right? Like,
oh yeah.
Realistically, we are all playing against a bunch of bots that are simulating human clicks, and they're just better and faster, and it is what it is. So I have faith in us, though. I feel like we'll have to talk about whether or not we scored Big Into Energy in our next episode, because I don't know. So let's talk about some of the glitches we came across, which there were many while buying these. And I filmed as many as I could, which I will definitely put in here as we talk about them. So the one that I came across first, so you snatch it, right? And then you tell it to go into your bag if you choose not to shake it or if you choose to shake it, which I chose not to shake it. It would not let me put it in my bag. It had clearly showed that I had basically taken ownership of it, but wouldn't let me put it in my bag. And it only gives you 5 minutes. There's a timer to then do something with it. So I lost that one. That was annoying. We also definitely dealt with countless errors trying to check out. So you'd go to try to check out.
Failed.
Yeah, and the order fail would come up again and again and again and again and again. I had an Amazon glitch where Popmark put Big Into Energy on Amazon, and it had the buy it now, and I couldn't, like, I could click it, but it would send me into, and like, this isn't available. But I would go back and it would still show it was available, but wouldn't let me put it in there. So that was ironically with Amazon, which I would have expected better from them. I definitely did have an issue too when I was checking out, where there was one time where I was never able to get around the order fail. The trick to getting around the order fail is to go back into your shopping bag and then go back into checkout. That worked, but one time it didn't work for me. I was not happy about that.
Nope.
No. So if you were to give people tips, aside from the one that we should not share because people will probably come and dox us and find us, on how to get these, what would you say for like the average person who's trying to score a Labubu through the website?
I mean, in-store pickup was so easiest because right before they drop the big ones, you got to be quick.
Yeah.
I would say, I don't know, because even the Coke, we got Coke first, right?
We did get Coke first. Yeah, that was the first one we got through the website.
I think the trick is just to get there early and know that they're going to drop at a specific time. It kind of varies from time to time. I have yet to see it drop exactly at like a 5:30 or 6:30. It's like a 5:32 for some reason.
Yeah, their clock is a little off.
Yeah. The earlier you get there, the better. But also if you scroll too fast, forget it.
Do not keep clicking the ones that are reserved either. It will actually assume that you're a bot as well, and it'll kick you out for that too. I would also say the app we notice has a better refresh rate. So if
Yeah.
you flip through the app, so you're flipping through essentially these virtual cases of the blind boxes, right? As you're flipping through, the refresh rate on the website, no matter how fast your internet is, and Brittany and I work in tech and have very quick connections, it is almost instantaneous on the app, which I had actually read was the case, but I still found that with the popular drops, you could not get one on the app naturally. It has to be one that's less popular. So I have noticed Coke is starting to die down in
Yeah.
how popular it is. The Have a Seats, ironically, seem to be less popular than macarons, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. Because I feel like the Have a Seats have, like, I've been able to find them just by scrolling through. It's
Yeah.
a very quick process, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
Same.
But again, if you get there early, right when they drop,
Yeah,
then you
you'll
have your
definitely
better
get one.
chance. Macaron, I feel like, is it just turned into a game of chance for most people.
Yeah.
Because you can't scroll too fast.
Right.
And I think that's what bothers me is they can't block the bots, but they'll block the good people that are just genuinely trying.
100%. So I would also say if you want to get a Labubu for yourself or for a friend or for loved one, whatever, and you're not picky about which one you want, I would go for Have a Seat first. If you just want a Labubu to like dip your toe in the water, try a Have a Seat first. Pay attention to the drops. So you can follow Pop Mart US on Instagram. You can follow your local Pop Mart store if you have one on Instagram. You can also watch the TikToks, although the TikTok really does emphasize like TikTok shop, I've noticed more than anything. But they do drop really randomly and almost every day.
Yep.
Which is wild.
I think there's only been, what was it, Monday or Tuesday, where they didn't drop macarons, but they dropped Have a Seats, they've dropped the Cokes.
Yep.
The only ones they're stingy with is Big into Energy. But of course, it's the new one, it's popular, it's hot, everyone wants it. I get it, but at the same time, the in-store pickup it's so limiting in who can actually get them.
Yeah. It's so true. It's so true. Especially because they're not dropping the stores as quickly as, they are online. But okay, so I would say if you want one, go for Have a Seat. If you really want a macaron, you need to be checking every day. So for me on the East Coast, they drop somewhere between, I've seen them as early once as like 7 p.m., but typically it's more like the 8 to 9 range. Yeah. Sometimes between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, which for you would be like 5 to 6.
Yeah, and don't rely on the notifications. They're so delayed. I get those things like maybe 20 minutes after.
Oh, I've gotten them
by then,
hours
so
after where there was like one case left with like one box. And I was like, what in the world? That's weird. That's super weird. Also, obviously people are trying to like get either specific colors or full sets. So just because people might initially snap them up doesn't mean ones won't eventually become available. The macarons, again, everybody wants those. Yeah. But the Have a Seats and the Cokes definitely do become available again. Yeah. Create an account and sign in first. Have your payment like all set up, all of that stuff if you can. But be prepared to engage in a very interesting, I don't know. It's almost like a sample sale. Doesn't it feel like kind of like a sample sale where everybody's scrambling for stuff?
Yeah. It's like people are trying to snatch things out of your hands. I'm like,
yes,
absolutely not.
Absolutely. I was telling Brittany, I have fuzz on my mouth from that friggin' Lafufu. I feel like it's for those of you who shop the sale, nothing will ever compare to me for an online sales experience to Pink Friday by MAC, the first drop that Nicki Minaj ever did with them on Black Friday. It was bedlam. And it was like a couple hour wait to check out. If you even tried to refresh, you'd lose it. If you didn't refresh, you might lose it anyway because it would time out. It was absolutely insane. Yeah. And I did score 2 that time. So, and you had to buy them separately. I had a game plan.
Tech has gotten so much better, but this process is so much worse.
I mean, you and I both know, like with large volume of transactions, you need to scale up your environment, right? Yeah. I don't know with the frequency of how often they drop these, how they cannot forecast for this. And I actually don't know if they want to.
I think it's intentional.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
too.
What is the cost of scaling up for one specific line that they sell when it's just the one line that's caused? Yeah, exactly. Like it's one line for a specific type that's causing all this damage. The cost to improve their entire infrastructure and just like fix things or hire more engineers to resolve this issue. It's what's the ROI there?
For sure. I mean, got to be good because they're valued at, wasn't it billion now. I don't even remember. It's really high. Like they've hit the most insane valuation at this point, and it's only going to go up. Do you think that as things continue to progress and we do potentially actually enter a recession, that these will actually stop selling because people will have to scale back?
I think the cost is going to go up because of tariffs if those come back in, because these are all shipping from China.
Right.
So I think that is a big consideration. I also think that's part of why the frenzy is so hot right now. It's get it while you still can, essentially.
For sure. For sure. People are buying too, I think, for the holidays. They're thinking like, if I get it now, I can save it for then. Or people are probably planning on reselling. They're probably stockpiling some of them and reselling. The big into energy is $27.99 instead of $21.99. What do you think about that markup?
Is the quality there? Because
we can talk about it when we get them, but I have read, because this is apparently my job now, I have read that there are so many quality issues in general, that they're inconsistent. I have read that they're not as soft. I have read that the ears can be funky and off, and that people had like sometimes scuffs or damages to the face and things like that. So we'll see when we do score ours eventually. But even if the quality was comparable to Macaron, do you feel like that $6 is actually reasonable? Because to me, that's almost moving from like affordable to like, that's actually a significant amount of money.
That's like a not 35% increase.
Yeah, it's a lot. And you know, $21.99 isn't something that just everyone can drop on the fly. $27.99
for something this, I think that is. I mean, also to be fair, you know what I've spent on some of my fancy keychains, but
right. But
there's a reason for that.
Can't you get like 2 meals at Applebee's? Don't they do like a $14 meal or something like that?
You mean 2 for $20?
I don't know. I don't go to Applebee's. I'm allergic to wheat. They don't have
2 for $25 now.
Okay, but think about that. You get 2 meals at Applebee's, which is a sit-down quick service restaurant, for less, in theory, if you don't have really high restaurant tax and you don't tip. I mean, you tip, but like for less than what you would buy big into energy. I feel like that's when it starts to get a little bit like,
okay, but this is going to last you a while. That Applebee's meal is not going to last. And you know I love chain restaurants. Chain restaurants are my thing.
I know they are.
Big, never-ending pasta, like anything.
Would you say but when you go to eat, let's say you're going out to eat, right? If you're doing 2 for whatever it is, 20-something, you're having an experience. It's a memory. You're going to cherish that forever, potentially, or whatever, even if you don't cherish it. I don't know how much you're cherishing your Applebee's experiences, but let's say you are. Right. Okay. So that's an experience. Like, what if you sit down and we have a meal and we like pee our pants laughing the entire time? Like, that's valuable.
I mean, it's quality experience, because that could also be a terrible first date where I'm like, get me out of here.
Oh, who's taking you to Applebee's on a first date, Brittany?
I used to take my first dates to Applebee's. So this.
Wait, why are you? Okay, let's hear this. If this was while we worked together, you should not have been taking them to Applebee's.
No. I was also dating someone when we worked together, Doria. I hope I'm not taking first dates to Applebee's.
I mean, weren't there like some gaps in there? I don't know. I'm not going to judge.
There actually was. You're right. That's right, because I got extra time off. That we're not going to talk about that. Right. But so where I live, people are very much against chain restaurants. They're like, oh, that's awful. It's a very food-driven city, and people can be very particular and like,
sure,
it's Applebee's. And there was one by my house, but to me, Applebee's and Olive Garden are just like these comfort spots from when I was a kid.
Sure.
Like, we used to go all the time, like birthdays, graduations. Like, I celebrated my 21st birthday at the Olive Garden. Like, loved it.
Love that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we all did actually at that period of time, because Olive Garden was banging. It was popping back in the day.
Oh, it is still popping. Do not get it twisted.
I don't even know if we have any anymore up here. Probably somewhere.
Like how when we were talking about suburbs, I'm like, yeah, they have a Panera in the Olive Garden. It's the suburbs, of course. Like, it's a staple.
Different flavor suburb here.
Oh, wild. But yeah, so I would take my dates there because they used to have a really great happy hour. I'm sure they probably still do, but
probably. Alcohol is like the biggest markup for any restaurant, right?
Yeah. Yes. So it used to be something like $3 tall beers and like $2 margaritas or something. Okay. And then appetizers were $5. So for a first date, it was cheap. So just like emotional support Labubu. That actually looks like one of my dates.
Oh my God. This is the guy that takes you to like Mastro's. This is the guy that takes you to Applebee's. Know the difference, ladies and gentlemen. Know the difference, okay? Nope.
But so I would take people to figure out if they were snobby or not, because I didn't want to date someone that was like super bougie and too good to go to these spots, because they were a big part of my youth. Like, they gave me a sense of comfort.
Sure.
People have this misconception of me that I'm like super like high maintenance. I'm like,
you're one of the regular people.
My mom said that the other day, and I was like, I can't, like, I'm never gonna let that, like, I'm never gonna live that down.
No, but I'm gonna get you a t-shirt that says I'm one of the regular people.
I can't. But yeah, I would take people to Applebee's, and if they were like, ew, Applebee's, I'd be like, ew, get away.
Right.
But if they were down, I'm like, okay, you're fun. You're open to an adventure. Most of the time they'd say something like, I haven't been to an Applebee's in like 15 years. And I'm like, it's cheap. It's easy. I could walk there from my apartment. Mm-hmm. And if you suck, I spent $3 on a Coors Light and called it a day. Like, we're good. It was great.
It's cost effective.
Very cost effective. I went on 2 dates. I dated both people, and they were both awful people. So I feel like my data on that is kind of skewed.
So I think maybe we spring for the more expensive place next time.
So
or
Olive
don't.
Garden.
Is it more? No, because they've got never-ending breadsticks. I mean,
okay, but they've really scaled back. Now it's 2 per person. It used to be like a group of 5. They'll give you 3 if you're a group of 2 now. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, like McDonald's not giving you friggin' ketchup with your fries automatically.
You gotta ask. That like, I don't eat ketchup with my fries.
0.002% savings.
But I don't eat ketchup with my McDonald's fries. I just raw dog them. They're so salty and so good. Like, they don't need.
See, I don't like them super salty, but I do like them with some ketchup.
Oh, I get extra salt.
Oh.
And if they don't do it, I come home and I'm just like, sodium up, baby. Let's go.
So I am so sensitive to the taste of salt that it burns my mouth and I can't even consume it. Like, it's bad. I like seasoned food. I do not like salty food.
If my tongue isn't raw when I'm done, I failed.
Okay, well, you can have all my salt because no.
I mean, why do you think I'm so salty all the time?
I mean, true.
Hear about the Applebee's was it Atlantic City?
Of course they have one there.
Okay, so this was
because everybody's drunk and making bad decisions, yeah.
No, they were cutting their alcohol with, like, rubbing alcohol. This was a huge deal.
God. Okay.
There was an undercover sting where people were reporting that they were getting sick whenever they'd go drink there. Nobody took them seriously because they're like, you're getting drunk at Applebee's. Alcohol. Like, people didn't believe them. They're like, you're getting drunk at Applebee's. Like, come on.
Judgy.
Exactly, but no one believed it. But they got enough reports that they did an investigation. Okay. And they had some undercover folks go in and order like a shot and something else, and they tested it. And it was like, it was so bad. Like, people were getting poisoned, ending up in the hospital. They had to do something. So these people were literally buying rubbing alcohol, splitting it in the back, taking it out, hoping nobody realized. And they had to shut down.
That's awful, especially because, again, alcohol is actually one of the biggest markups at any restaurant. They get it at cost at such a low price, and alcoholic drinks are so expensive, and there's so little actual alcohol in many of those drinks.
Yep.
What the heck? Applebee's, get it together. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at these ears and like, oops. like this guy's pointing due north. This guy is like northeast and northwest. Like, he's like a little. Do you hear that? What is that?
No, I just.
Oh, just kidding. It was its little thing flapping on his face.
Oh,
this one just. I don't even know. All right. Well, I feel like we have really, really traveled far down this rabbit hole, but I'm not done with it yet. Are you?
What do you think I'm going to do in 2.5 hours, Doria?
I know.
Also, I don't know if we can actually be on the phone because we're going to be trying to buy these things.
Oh, yeah. No. You know what? Maybe, I don't think that's why we did it. We didn't think it through that time, but maybe, had we thought it through, we would have realized.
You can Zoom me.
That's true. Will it suck up bandwidth if we Zoom?
I was literally about to say, I'm like, that might be hard.
Okay. We'll figure this out. We will strategize on this. We should probably let people go so that we can go and prepare for the next.
Anyone needs a Lafufu, I know a spot.
Oh my gosh. Actually, okay, if you do want a Lafufu, go on to Facebook Marketplace. If you do not have a location close to you, like, I don't live in an area where they allow a lot of fake goods. So
these aren't allowed.
I mean, well, it's really regulated, right? Like, they would catch you real quick. So if you want one, go online or find a friend who lives near someplace where they have less scrupulous sales marketplaces and have them pick you up at Lafufu.
But we do not condone the sale of counterfeit
of fake goods. No.
Oh my God, his head.
Did it come off? Oh.
No, it just twisted way too easily.
Okay.
I can't.
All right. Well, I think we should probably wrap it up and go prep for our battle that we're going to get into for these big into energies. Hopefully this was entertaining to all of you. We are not done with it yet. So if it is, definitely come back for our next episode. Don't forget in the meantime to like and subscribe to 5-3 Podcast. We are on YouTube, which is where you can see the full video. We're also on Spotify, where we also post videos, and we are on Apple Podcasts. So until next Wednesday, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.